Christmas was coming to the island of Sodor. One December morning, Harvey puffed through Abbey Station and pulled up outside of Kronk Station to repair a bridge carrying the Peel-Godred branch line. It was most unfortunate for him that, meanwhile, Thomas was speeding down the Peel-Godred line at the exact same time, playing his signature song, Be Brave. Harvey had seen everything, and he called out to Thomas, "Thomas, you can't just collapse a bridge and run off. Remember what 1911's class told him? That's a hit and run." Regardless, Thomas made it to the end of the branch line, and he stopped in Peel Station, feeling like a boss. He then looked over to the police station where James was being held for his illegal actions of running an illegal DVD shop. He then saw a lorry with a low loader, pulling James away. "James is breaking out, isn't he?" Thomas called crossly. "I'll make sure he's caught. I've heard rumors about his schemes to break out of jail." But Thomas didn't get the chance as Wilbert suddenly puffed in.
"Hi, Thomas. I got a next job for you. Sir Cobham Hat wants you to take this Christmas tree to Taylor Station. And I heard you were lying about James. They don't share rumors. Oh, these rumors are false, or rather, they didn't know true."
"Bullshit," Thomas grunted. "You got that from the Minecraft loading screen, didn't you?"
They hated Jesus when he spoke the truth."
Butch was nearby the station and said, "Wilbert, never compare yourself to a religious figure. You're making yourself sound more like an idiot than you are now." Then he looked up at the clouds. It was looking like it was about to snow, and harsh and scary, unlike season 7 to 16 of the main series. "Ooh, somebody's gonna have to put on his snowplow," Butch jeered. Thomas was coupled to the Christmas tree and yelled, "F*** snowplows, and f*** you both," and he steamed out of the station. After delivering the Christmas tree, Thomas collected his next passenger train and steamed up to Callan Castle. The castle had been reformatted to fit the winter theme. Thomas pulled to a stop and smiled like a capable and responsible straight man. He barely had time to blink before James came speeding through. He wanted to put his speed to the test, even when hauling dangerous cargo.
"I'm the most splendid engine in the world. Nothing can stop me,"
James yelled as he rocketed past. "Aw, screw him," said Thomas. "I'll catch him." And Thomas raced out of Callan Castle. Thomas followed James quietly onto the main line. He made sure not to get too close, and to rip off Don't Tell Thomas as much as possible. Suddenly, James turned down the Kirk Ronan line. Thomas chased after him faster than ever, but just as he got to the junction, the signalman did his job. "Fuck you, signalman," yelled Thomas angrily. "You work when you're not supposed to and don't work when you are supposed to." Later that day, Thomas steamed back into the yard, where Edward was preparing to take some scrap to the smelter's yard. The trucks were being loaded by none other than Diesel 10. "Ah," said Diesel 10, "my friend Thomas, how are you?" "Hey, Diesel 10, responded Thomas. "It's nice to see you again. Hello, Edward." Good morning, Thomas, said Edward. How's life been? Tolerable at best, responded Thomas. I saw James breaking out of jail. Isn't he supposed to be in jail for his illegal shop? Thomas, I forgot to tell you this, said Edward, but I bailed James out. What? Said Thomas. Back in 2005, said Edward calmly, Neville's bridge had gone under repair. It needed a repaint, and the middle section needed to be restructured. Meanwhile, some immature kids had stolen James. They then proceeded to start driving on their phones, which was their biggest mistake. They didn't see the barrier blocking off Neville's bridge. They crashed through the barrier and went crashing down the hill into a fence. And tragically, the post ended up in one of their hands.